Hi, and welcome to Happy Fisherman Adventures.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.
Well, before we start today's episode, we would like to say a massive congratulations to Ellen from Fishing Med on winning the Antenna Award. Also, a big thank you to Jake and Hannah from Geelong Marine World for being there with us and supporting us. And I just want to say the talent at Channel 31, guys, it was an amazing night and the talent was just mind-blowing, really.
Unbelievable, yeah. And we were honored to be nominated. But again, Alan, good on you. He deserved it. By all means, well-deserved award. So congratulations to Alan. And let's just move a little bit further now. This morning, I got upset. We saw on the news on Channel 7, apparently the kids that use iPads, iPhones and all that stuff 24/7, that they develop dementia very early.
Dementia, yes.
I mean, we've been pushing, not pushing, but saying, come on, let's go out there. Let's get in the nature. All this, I don't know how you call it, ADHD, DDT, whatever you name it. I don't know.
Autism, ADHD, ADD.
I have no idea. That's why last time we showed, actually, I was impressed with those guys from Care to Adventure.
Yeah.
Care to Adventure, if you don't have time, they'll take your kid and take her to the pier and get him to fish. Even if they, obviously, NDIS or some in that
They're
kind.
supported by NDIS and they're qualified.
I didn't study much about it, but I love the actual idea.
It's great.
We met Sam, obviously, and what a beautiful person. And he's the whole family. And there is couple companies. They're there for you for help, to give you help.
Yes, to give you
And
help.
getting out there in nature, do some fishing, as I say, if you don't have time, Care to Adventure, they can do it. But there is one more thing. Guitar. Start playing guitar. Start learning piano. Get the kids involved in music and that. Don't worry about ChatGPT and all that rubbish.
Music is a third language. It's like learning another language.
So it's not just only fishing. Try and do so many things you can do. It's just amazing. So anyway, our advice is try to keep your kids as much as you can away from iPads, computers,
Devices.
games. I remember Pac-Man.
I do. I actually made a cake.
Pac-Man.
It looks like a Pac-Man cake.
Here we go. So I thought I'm old enough to remember Pac-Man, but what about Wolfenstein and Doom? I used to play, but I mean,
No,
I have to say,
whatever you said it, Wolfenstein.
those games started all this. So all the new games that you know, that's just a continuation of. And I did play, and I go, what a waste of time. So I stopped, and I stopped. Well, thanks enough. I stopped, early. And as I mentioned before, it is important to learn an instrument or to spend time in nature. So we encourage you as much as we can. Do that with your kids, grandkids, grandparents. Just do it. Saying that, today's episode. Will you get better?
Hopefully. He actually is already.
We got a good news. Our friend Will actually is much better. He's already home. He's recovering really well. So hopefully we're going to get him on the water very soon.
I hope so.
And today's episode, we're going to it's just a flashback from about 12 months ago because, look, it's late October last year and we were at Mud Island catching some squid. Western side of Mud Island this time because we normally fish between the actual mussel farm and the Mud Island. This time we're more towards Swan Bay. And we got some nice squid.
I remember I was freezing,
Yeah, Eskimo Joe.
so
You're gonna see that
nothing
picture.
has changed. Now it's November and I'm still freezing.
Well, we had the fireplace going, so yeah. Let's watch the first video. And here we go, the good old days when we used to launch in Werribee South. As you can see, Chiquita's with us, Will is with us, and I didn't have my head to cover my bald patch. All jokes aside, we were out and we were on our way to Mud Island. Captain Mima's job was to get us there, and Will's job was to entertain Chiquita. And there you go, cuddles, cuddles, cuddles. As we left Werribee, you can tell the weather was unbelievable and the sea was flat. Today's destination was Symonds Channel, and it was actually the west side of Mud Island. Very shallow, and here we actually target squid. As we got there, before I even managed to set the net and everything, Mima was already on. You're gonna see today that Mima was using a solid black Yamashita jig, Will was using an RPF pink jig, and I was using the standard banana jig by Shimano that I always, rave about it. And all the jigs perform equally. So have a look at this video. The very first squid Mima brought in, it was on a solid black, but 2 minutes later, Will got one on his pink jig, RPF. So at the moment, we did not have a favorite jig. So let's keep going. This particular area is actually quite shallow, but there are a few grass patches, and all we do, we drift over them. Now so far, Mima got the first squid on a black jig, Will pink jig, and me, I got my squid on a banana jig. Now, I know lately you can't joke about anything, but look at this. We landed this squid, but he's touching my banana jig I'm talking about. Anyway, everything looked promising today, and we were over the moon. 3 seconds later, just underneath the boat, we saw a squid. There was not even a grass there. So I put my jig down, Mima put her jig down. I actually had on that rod and clicks white with a red head, I believe. And guess who wins? Of course, Tibi. Well, it was a small squid, so I just lifted up, but next moment, as we drifted, one of my rod got stuck. This time, if you look down, there was all sand, so I don't know where it got stuck, but it broke my line. I lost the jig, so I had to do a quick FG knot and set up my leader and, obviously reload everything from scratch. Well, Mima used this moment, and yes, she got another squid, so at the moment she was winning, and she could not stop bragging about it. As you can see here, we had to go over and over the same patch. So once you find a squid, you go over the same patch quite a few times. Here you can see we actually got the squid on my banana jig, but guess what? Will decided not to touch my banana. The very next squid we got it actually on Shimano Flash Boost. But guess what? Will would not put hand on that jig either. Now, I have to say this. The society somehow lost a sense of humor. And with me, Will, Mima, and everybody around us, humor is everything. We like to laugh, we like to enjoy time together, and we do not ever get insulted. We are family. So Will, Ovi, Jerry, everybody around us, it's actually family. So if you guys think everything, this is rude or this is that, it is actually human to smile, laugh, and have some humor in your life.
Well, in the next video, we're just going to continue with our adventure.
And you're gonna see, doesn't matter. Will could be 2 years older than God, but he still loves catching squid, even that he caught barrel, tuna, he's been catching marlin, he still enjoys and loves catching squid. Let's watch the next video. As we kept going, Mima kept catching. So the black jig somehow outperformed us by a little bit. But the banana jig wasn't too far back. Talking about Will, well, he was netting. He was netting this squid more than those trawlers that actually net 4 tons of kingfish in one scoop. Will beat the hell out of him. Look at this. Will's netting again. While you're out there, don't forget to look around you. Look at this bird's migration. It's unbelievable. The scenery is just magnificent. And while we were doing that, the Eskimo Joe managed to get another squid. But look above her. The birds made this V formation. It just looks magnificent. Nature, oh my god. Well, black jig again. But in no time, I managed to get another one on my banana jig. And then Will manage another one. And you're gonna see, few people saw all this action and they come around us, which we don't mind. Yes, there is plenty fish for everybody, so please feel free, just join the party, I suppose. One thing I need to mention is just don't crash the party. So don't come over our lines or try to be in front of us or any of that kind of stuff. Drift the same course that we do because the wind is pushing you in one direction. So if you see us catching, just drift 50 meters before us and you're gonna get the same drift that we do. And if we're catching, believe me, you will be catching. Anyway, Mima took a break and Will, he was on fire. And he was laughing like no tomorrow. The smile, well, priceless. Now, my time to net. And this time I net more than super trawler, mate. I can net as many you want. If you catch them, I'll net them. Will, well, he's catching them. As you can see, Will, he caught mullen, he caught tuna, massive tuna, barrel tuna, you name it. Catch a squid, you still get that buzz. So fishing is all about this adrenaline. It's always a buzz. Doesn't matter how big the fish is, what fish, you name it. It's just great to be out there. And yeah, it's a challenge because you never know what you catch, the way you catch. Definitely challenge. Considering that at this stage Will had quite few more squid than Mima, well, here we go, Eskimo Joe back to work. Will netted this squid, but that's it, he's got his quota, so he had to buzz off, sit at the back, and the very next squid, I had to net it. So far was a draw, but Mima got the winning squid, so have a look what happens to this one. Accidentally fell in the water.
Well, in the next video, you're going to see we tried for a gummy shark, but unfortunately we had no luck.
After we had enough squid, we moved a little bit deeper. This time we were hoping to catch some gummy shark. Well, we had everything. We had yakas, squid, we had pilchard, we had, you name it, all the bait possible. We put them all out there and the game was on. Unfortunately, they didn't work by the plan. One thing that I was surprised on my Seaview underwater gadget, I saw these corals and we in Symonds Channel, and this actually amazed me. By this stage I was half asleep, but Will, he was focusing. We had a good burley trial out there. We had here, fishy burley stuff by my friend Ray Aqua, and it definitely works. Unfortunately, if gummies are not around, well, bad luck. These attractants or burley bring everything else around the boat, but gummies, well, next time. We always say next time. Will was on, as you can see. We had some banjos, we had some 7 gills. This time he wasn't actually, I believe, Port Jackson. Yeah, still fun catching them, but nothing to keep. Unfortunately, did not get a gummy shark today. Conclusion, very simple. You want a snapper, black rock, Ricketts Point, Altona, you name it. You want to have some fun, squid and that, Mud Island, all year around. You want gummy, Mud Island, again. One day we have 4, the very next day, donuts. It's fishing. And that's why we love it. It's challenge, it's actually really good for you, as I mentioned before. Being out there, enjoy the nature, the water, the view, everything that we got around us. It's awesome. Catching fish, it's a bonus. Getting will on a Port Jackson shark, that's double bonus, because now we can pick on him for the next 2 weeks. This video is from last week, and this time it's me and John launching at Clifton Springs, and we're gonna go and search for some snapper. So we're launching at Clifton Springs, and look at this. I got a tire to sit on and then step on and then jump on my boat. Love you, easy tow. In all honesty, this new trailer made my life easy. As we left, John was excited. He was hoping for a big fish. Well, let's see what happens. First stop, the Bend. It's right in front of Clifton Springs. The Bend produced quite a few fish, but always either early mornings or late at night. This time, that Bend no roads at all. So we had fresh yakka, fresh slimy, you name it. No go. Then we went to Spall Grounds. Spall Grounds, plenty boats around. Nobody's catching anything. We had one run, but unfortunately that was a banjo shark. We got it actually on this particular road that I got from my friend Brian from Harvesters College when we filmed the Harvesters College. And yeah, banjo shark, doesn't matter, we christened the road, but we were hoping for a snapper. And look in the distance, the sky went bananas. But right in front of us was still blue. We were hoping that all this is gonna pass around us because that's how it looked like. Unfortunately, in no time, you're gonna see what happens. It wasn't raining, it was bucketing. John was laughing his face out. I was wet completely. I had my rain jacket. Unfortunately, didn't have my actually overall because that will save the day. But have a look, that was heavy. We stayed here for a little while, then we packed up and we went towards the actual Old Channel, and at Old Channel there was heaps and heaps of people as obviously the rain stopped, a rainbow came out. Yeah, we looked at what's going on around there, so we couldn't see one person reeling any fish. So then we went back to the Bend at obviously Clifton Springs. We spent some more time there. We had heaps and heaps of bite fish on the sonar. Then we had the Spirit of Tasmania that passed us, so we filmed that. And because we were really wet and cold, it was time to pack up and go home. So, do we always catch fish? Of course not. And I can tell you, nobody always catch fish. Well, just finished work, as you can see, and I'm back at it. We got John here today. We're going to explain to you the importance of pilchard. So while I was at work, Mima was actually in Hoppers Crossing. She saw Mick at Hooked on Bait and Tackle, and she got us a box of pilchard. It's important to have your pilchard fresh.
Oh, my word, it is. My word. You know, I think one of the important things that people need to understand is that there's 2 different types of pilchards.
Absolutely.
Yes, there's pilchards for bait and there's pilchards for burley. The ones we're talking about are pilchards for bait.
Yes.
And in this box, they're IQF. That's independently quick frozen. And the difference is that they are independently frozen. So you can actually pick them up out of the box. And as you can see, they're all loose. They're not just all squashed together. So these are ideal bait. Snapper season's coming on, it's not far away. And these are just ideal. And as you pointed out just recently, they're not bad for whiting.
Well, you didn't believe me. David, my friend, didn't believe me. But after they caught few, they actually now got hooked on pilchard. Now, what happens is, it's important how you preserve your pilchard.
Oh, yes.
And John today is going to show you. So obviously we get a 15 kilo box and we separate them in a small packs. John's going to show you how to actually make sure that they last longer.
Yes.
Much longer.
Yeah. I think we're all guilty of taking out a big block of pilchards or a big bag of pilchards when we go out fishing, and we open it up and we take some out for our bait and we set it on the bait board and it sits in the sun all day. And by the time you get towards the end, it just becomes a mess. So this is a way of doing it. It's just zip top bags, plastic bags, and you just pick up enough to do a single fishing session. So you get a dozen or so pilchards in the bag. That'll do just for the purpose of showing you. You put it in the bag like that, and then you might take out a half a dozen or so bags, and of course they stay in your freezer or your chiller, and then you take them out as you need them. And now we're about to show you how to get the air out so they'll last.
Yeah, the air is the most important part, isn't it? Getting the air out.
Yep.
That makes them last much longer.
Yeah. So let's do that.
Let's go to the sink.
And as we mentioned, we're going to put it in the water to actually seal the pilchards in the bag, which is really easy to do. So we put our pilchards in and we lower it into the water in our sink. Now I've partly closed this bag off. I've only got a little bit at the end open. So I push it down into the water and I finish closing it off. And now we've got a perfectly closed bag of pilchards ready for your big fishing trip. There's nothing better. It's cheap, it's easy, and anybody can do it.
Well, before we go, I have to say there is quite a few snapper around. I actually gave Bernard, our friend Bernard, him and Benji went to one of our old marks in front of Black Rock. Bernard got a nice fish. Benji lost a bigger fish. But
Nice fish.
don't worry, Benji, next time. We always say next time. Altona, even P2 started to work really good.
Yeah.
The band here on Clifton Springs, awesome. Me and John, we spent some time at Old Channel, but we got we got smashed by pinkies. Saying that, a few people got some nice fish there late at night. So don't expect that you're gonna go and get the snapper. Oh, I'm just gonna go here, I'm gonna smash it. It's a hard work, still hard work. They around, they all over the bay. So I'm talking Altona, Williamstown, I'm talking Black Rock, even Mount Martha, this way, Clifton Springs, Port Arlington, and Coria Bay. But it is a hit and miss. So if you don't catch one, don't get upset. You're not doing anything wrong. Unfortunately, sometimes you see the sounder full, they're not on the chew. But that's fishing. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for your support. People that purchased our t-shirts, our jackets, we got new stock. It's on the web. Thank you again.
And once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, write us a comment, press the like button, and we will see you next time.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish. And I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman. And I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.